Quick tips, quick tips.
Here's your quick tip. If you move onto a property and 14 years later you discover there's a black cherry tree, pick them. When I moved in here, it was 2007. The back perimeter of this property was so overgrown. There were things growing. I have that white flowering pear tree that grew like this and then up because it was so overgrown I didn't know it was there. Also lost a smoke tree that's taken me 5 years to bring back. It's one of my favorite flowering trees. But anyway, I was out there last weekend doing what I always do, mowing lawns, feeding chickens, tossing compost, and this big tree that's been there the whole time, I've never seen anything on it, suddenly has these little berries on it. They look like currants. Tiny. So I get my phone out, and I have the plant equivalent of Shazam. You know, that app where you hear a song and you, oh, who's that by? I have the thing where you take the picture of the plants and it tells you what it is. Black cherry. I don't know if I just never noticed it fruiting, or, you know, I have houseplants that fruit once every 8-10 years. I think I would have noticed. But anyway, I don't know if they're wild cherries because they're so small. They're definitely cherries, man. They're tasty. So of course the first thing I did was Google pruning cherry trees. So I'm going to give it a good TLC session like I did with the apple tree and see what I can do for the future. Maybe the fruit will get, you know, be less abundant and bigger. Or if they're wild cherries, maybe that's just the size they are. So being this tiny, it's not like I'm going to eat a ton of them. It's really mostly pit. But what I decided to do is smash them, remove the pit, smash the little fruit, put it in this little ball jar, and on the way home I picked up some good old cheap bottom shelf silver rum. So I'll soak them up. So let me pit these and smash them. I'll pour the rum and we'll have a look at it. And since I do have to sit here and smash all these cherries, I might as well crank up some music. Can't do that while you guys are here, you know, copyright infringement and all that. But obviously this jar with the cherries is not going to take this whole bottle of rum. So I'll crank up some tunes and enjoy myself a Cuba Libre or two. I'm off tomorrow, by the way. This is the only time I drink soda. Well, I'll have a whiskey and ginger ale, but Cuba Libre, I shouldn't say that. Maybe once, twice a year I'll have a Coca-Cola with a slice of pizza or a burger. But I drank more Coke as a kid in Brooklyn, enough to last me 2 more lifetimes. In the old green glass bottles. Saluti. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Home from work, off tomorrow, cherries to smash, tunes to crank. I'll show you the jar when I'm done. Alright, we're back. Here it is. Pitted all those cherries, filled this jar with rum. It's got a nice seal so I can shake it up. I'm going to put this in the pantry where it's nice and dark. Temperature's pretty steady. It smells great already. I just put them in. Wait till it's a week. In fact, I just had a buddy tonight. It's Thursday right now. I hope I get edited and get up. I just had a buddy ask me if TGIFF was going up this week, and I had to tell him no. But with this, we'll get it up next Friday. That gives me a good amount of time to figure out what to do with it. It's a lot of work for a little jar of cherry rum. I don't know how long I've been sitting here pitting those cherries. It was, you know, my dad used to give me watches. He loved watches. Laura gifted me with some watches. I just can't, I don't like the way they feel on my wrist, and I break things. I break and lose things. That's what I do. But there's other ways to tell time. So how long did this take for me to pit all these cherries? I'll tell you exactly how long it took. 1.5 Cuba Libres. So if after 14 years you discover a cherry tree on your land, take action.
Quick tips, quick tips.